Hi, Jackie Van Riller here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about money. So the topic of this is health is wealth, and I'm going to be talking about some of the organs, how they show up on your body, and how they're related to your financial situation, and how you can help your body to improve in its health in order to help your financial situation as well. So first of all, there's a couple places on your face that are called the reservoirs of wealth. So when you look into Chinese medicine, every part of your face means different things. One of the reservoirs of wealth is right here across the bridge of your nose. So the wider this area is on the bridge of your nose, the more likely you are to be wealthy. And the reason for that is because this is an indication of energy. And so the wider this is, the more energy you're going to have to work and to fulfill your purpose and your dreams. If this area is really narrow, you're not going to have as much energy, and you may find that you don't make as much money either because you don't have all that energy to work and to make your dreams come true. So mine is probably medium-sized. Additionally, this area also has to do with the food that you intake and the nutrients that you put into your body. And it's about enjoying the food that you eat. So taking the time to savor each bite, to really enjoy what you're eating. Now, if you're finding yourself eating things that you don't necessarily like because they're healthy, you're not actually going to get the nutrients from that. So really what's better to do is to really find foods that you enjoy that are healthy enough that you can sit there and really enjoy each bite. The second reservoir of wealth, and actually in Chinese medicine it's opposite. This is the first reservoir and this is the second, but this is your earlobes. So longer earlobes indicate more wisdom, particularly around money. Ears have to do with the kidneys. Kidneys have to do with your brain and wisdom and using your brain power to get ahead in life. And so a longer earlobe generally shows somebody who's going to have more wisdom around how they spend and how they use their money. And so larger earlobes can be a reservoir of wealth. But we are going to get into our facial reflexology protocol. If you are not already signed up for my emails, make sure you do that so that you get these face maps delivered right to your inbox. These are things that you can download, print them out, put them in a spiral binder or something like that so that you can come back and do them whenever you want to. Today we're going to start with the kidneys. We already talked about the kidneys being about wisdom. Kidneys respond to the emotion of fear. Fear makes you stupid. When you're afraid of something, you're going to do stupid things to get out of this fearful situation. If you are able to move towards fear, so if you're able to say, okay, I understand that I'm a little bit afraid of this situation, but let's move towards it. What is the worst thing that could happen in this situation? You actually are moving towards the fear, and your body's like, okay, the worst thing that could happen is actually probably not going to happen. And if it does, I'm able to handle that. So we're going to work those kidney points, corners of the mouth, all the way up to the hairline, down a little bit. And just doing circles in this area. If you're not exactly sure where your kidney point is, I just found mine right here because as I was working, I'm like, oh, it's actually a little bit more to the center than I thought it was. You'll feel an area that might feel more resistant. I'm working my right kidney right now, and the right kidney has to be about passion and purpose and excitement and joy. So really moving towards the things that light you up in your life. Then I'm going to move to the left kidney. And the left kidney is going to be more about going with the flow, allowing yourself to receive guidance and intuition. So when you're thinking about the things that you're doing that make you money, is it something that you are passionate about? Is it something that you enjoy? Are you using your intuition to allow yourself to be guided towards more enjoyment, towards making more money, and things like that? So the kidneys are really about guiding self-guidance, using your intuition, and taking calculated risks. We obviously don't want to take risks that are too risky because we don't want to end up broke in our adventures, but we want to make sure that we are taking some risks because otherwise, if we're staying too safe, we're also not going to make money in the adventures that we're doing. Next, we're going to work points 124 and 34. So these are for relaxation and stress relief. Stress is defined as anything that takes your body out of homeostasis. And we are living in an environment right now that is incredibly, incredibly stressful. We have a lot of demands, we have a lot of social pressures that are put on us. And so as we can move through that stress or just allow our body not to react to it as much, we're going to find that we can really hone in on what's important to us. Is it important to us to have that huge house or that nice car, or is it more important to us to have time with your family or time with, the people that you love? And then to find a good balance of that for yourself. If you're stressing yourself out trying to make money all the time, are you really living a wealthy life, or do you just have enough money to buy nice things? Coming into here is another stress relief point. So we have 34, and for relaxing the shoulders. Our shoulders are a common area that we carry a lot of stress. And so as we work this area, we can find that we can relax those shoulders, and that allows us to have more fun and more joy in our life. When you find that you are having more fun, it's almost as if the things that you are doing, it's easier to make money, easier to receive money because you don't have a resistance towards it. So if you find that you're having a lot of stress, a lot of tension, you're actually pushing away that ability to make money doing something that you love. I had a recent story. My boyfriend is starting a fishing business, and he's doing a great job of it. But a few months ago, he was really stressed out about it because it's his first year in business. He hadn't had a lot of bookings. He was sure he was going to have to go and get another job. And so I told him, I go, you know what, why don't you just go fishing? Go enjoy the afternoon, have fun, don't worry about it, take your mind off of it for a little bit, and just go have, he's like, I can't do it, right? I have to go, I have to do all these things, I have to get ready. I'm like, no, just go have fun, like seriously, just do it. While he was out fishing, A, he caught a huge fish, and B, he had 2 people book appointments with him to go fishing. And so really it is when you enjoy yourself and you allow that enjoyment and that fun into your life, it is going to magnetize people towards you and towards what it is that you have to offer. People are going to realize, that you are having fun and that they can also be in that situation too, where they can enjoy themselves and have fun and have more ease and joy in their lives. Next, we're going to move to this area right between the brow, and this is to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system is that stress response. It's that fight or flight. Parasympathetic is that rest and digest. So allowing more blood flow to your gut. If you think with your gut, you're going to be using your intuition. More blood flow to your heart, allowing your heart rate to slow down. Speaking of the heart, we're just going to move a little bit lower to right between your eyes. Know that the heart is about circulation, love, joy, connection. So really allowing yourself to make money through your heart. What are things that your heart knows are good for you? So if you're in business for yourself, or even if you're working for somebody else, when you bring in that heart energy every day, showing that love and that connection with the people that you're working with, it's going to be much easier to bring in money and wealth because people sense that you care about them. And that, you need to care about people in order to have good customers and good clients who are going to come back more and more. Another heart point is this area right here underneath at the eyes. So this point is really about feeling connection. Notice that the last couple of years have all been about isolation. Notice how angry and anxious and depressed people are, right? We had a couple of years of it was like, don't go near anybody, stay 6 feet apart, this whole thing. And then this whole world has become about this, this angry, anxiety, I'm right, you're wrong kind of thing. So instead of doing that and allowing that energy into your life, just really connect with those people around you. If people aren't open to it, that's okay. Find your tribe. Find the people that do want to connect, who know that that's important to their overall health and well-being. The more that you can connect, also the more you're able to grow your business or grow, somebody else's business if you're working for somebody. Just allowing yourself to connect, and that connection is going to allow business connections. It's going to allow you maybe even other job opportunities or things like that that are going to be that you may not have otherwise had the opportunity for. Next, we're going to go down to point 1 towards the end of the nose. And point 1 is about being present. Most people, when they are stressed, they're stressed because they're worried about the future or they're stuck in the past. So when you're in that present moment, when that energy is in your body, in that energy center called the Dantian, this is when you're the most present. And when you're present with the people in your life and you're present with what you're doing at that moment, you're going to bring more money and more interest in what you're doing into your life because you are actually present. If you're stuck in the past, you're going to be bringing all those old issues from the past with you. And if you're worried about the future, you're not going to be able to connect with those that are around you. Next, we're going to go to the spleen, which is on the left side of the face. So in line with this flare of the nose and directly under the iris of the eye. The spleen is about lifting yourself up, feeling like you're worthy for what you're doing, feeling like you're worthy of receiving money. A lot of times we give stuff away too easily, or we don't think that we're worth what we're charging for things, and so we end up lowering our prices. The spleen is about just knowing that what you have to offer is very important to the world, and that you're going to be able to get the price that you want for it. Coming down a little bit and closer to the nose, we have the stomach. The stomach holds the emotion of worry. And if we're worried about the things that are happening, it's going to block that energetic resistance. Remembering that energy, money is just energy. So it's an energetic exchange. And so that worry also creates that resistance, right? That worry, just like fear, can create that resistance to receiving money. So if we can just block that worry and just allow ourselves to enjoy what we're doing, to connect with people, that's going to bring more money and more happiness and joy into our lives. Okay, coming to the other side, we're going to get the liver and the gallbladder. Liver and gallbladder are about learning new things, accepting challenges, moving forward with purpose and assertiveness. So what is it that you want in your life? Don't hesitate to go after what it is that you want. You may not even know what you want, particularly if you have some issues with the spleen or issues with feeling worthy. You might feel like your wants and desires aren't important, and that's just not true. So really noticing, what is it that lights you up? What are things that make you happy? And what are some steps you can take to go towards that right now? So the liver is about having the energy, the assertiveness, the visions, the dreams, the goals. And then the gallbladder is about having the courage to go after that. So what is it that you need a little bit more courage to go after? And what is the first step you can take towards that? What is the first step towards that vision? Even if you're not sure what that vision is there something that you want to learn? Is there a class that you want to take? Is there something that just like when you do it, it makes you lose track of time? You just love doing something. So just notice what those are and then allow yourself to enjoy a class or to take a class or to, learn even on the internet through YouTube or Rumble or different video channels and things like that. Next, we have this point right in here, halfway between the nose and the mouth, right on the smile lines. And this is a point for the large intestine, which is about letting go. When you're moving towards your purpose, towards your path in life, towards making more money, you have to let go of all those old habits and patterns and beliefs, even the things that people have said about you or things that you feel about yourself that are holding you back. You might have some insecurities, some anger, some resentments, some limiting beliefs that are holding you back from actually achieving your purpose. So looking into that, what is it that you need to let go of? For me, when I was changing careers, I had to let go of this fact that I had gone to school for nursing, and I thought that that was the only thing I knew how to do or I could do. And I had to let go of that belief and go, okay, I can actually start a new career and be successful at it. And so it took a lot of work to do that. So that was one thing I had to let go of. I also had to let go of a lot of my insecurities. I felt like I was, as a nurse, I knew what I was doing, but as a holistic practitioner, I was like, well, I don't really know. I'm still learning myself half the time. And so as I was putting myself out there, I did feel very insecure about that. So I had to let go of some of those insecurities in order for that to manifest. So working under the nostrils, these are points for the pancreas. The pancreas is a really cool organ. It's about sweetness. So enjoying your life. What are things that feel sweet to you? A lot of times when we're stressed and we don't allow enough sweetness into our life, we crave sugar or we crave shopping trips or things like that that are going to make us feel better initially, even though they may be things that we don't necessarily need. One of the things that I found as I was finishing up my career in nursing, I wasn't enjoying it anymore, is that I would spend my paycheck on things I didn't necessarily need because I got that sweetness through shopping. When I started a new career and I wasn't making much money, I actually found that I had more money left over at the end of each month because I wasn't feeling the need to go shopping all the time. I was actually really enjoying what I was doing, and I was getting that sweetness through having more passion and purpose and love for what I was doing. And so even though I was making less money for a little while, I found that I was actually had more money left over at the end of the month because I didn't feel like I had to go shopping all the time to make my life feel better. Next, we're going to get this point right in here, and this is about just letting go of those old emotions. So this is a diuretic point, and emotions can also show up in your body as extra fluid, particularly fear. A lot of times will cause some puffiness in your body. As we let go of fear, we may find that things become easier, that our progress forward is also much easier. Additionally, at this point, also, this whole area here has to do with the feet, and the feet are about taking that next step. So what is the next step towards something that you want? Even if you don't know what it is that you want or where you're going, you might know, like, oh, I know I need to take this class, or I know that I need to study this or read this book or talk to this person or whatever it is. You can start that first step forward to your new whether it be a career or a side hustle or whatever it is. Next, we're going to come to this very top of the chin area, and this is about the small intestine. The small intestine is about making good life choices. If your small intestine is stressed, you might find that you are making rash decisions or not making good life choices. You're trying to come up with things that are pleasurable for a short period of time, but not something that'll be long-term helpful for you in your career or in your forward progress. As we move to the sides of the chin, this is about tension. Again, that shoulder tension is a common place that we hold stress. If our body's stressed, it takes it out of homeostasis, and if our body's out of homeostasis, then it just brings on more stress and disease in our body. Incidentally, 62% of all bankruptcies are actually caused because of medical bills. So if you can keep your body healthy and balanced and as stress-free as possible, you're going to be in a much better situation in your life because you aren't going to have those issues where you are having to repay medical bills or where you have to lose time at work or doing what you love because of illness. Coming down to the middle of the chin, we have the bladder. And again, this is about reducing that emotion of fear. Fear is so commonly the thing that prevents us from doing the thing that we love and from making the money that we want to make. Fear, again, makes us stupid, and so we make stupid decisions. We stay in something that might feel safe longer than we want to because we think that the safe route is the way to go. So notice if you're doing that. Are you stuck somewhere because it feels safe? Are you even doing things like taking the magic juice or things like that because it feels safer to keep your job even if it's a job you don't love in order to just make enough money to support yourself? So think about this, really analyze your life, and are you doing the things that bring you joy, that bring you purpose and meaning in your life? Or is it time to start looking at a new career or a new way to make money? And are you enjoying what you're doing to make money? Because if you are, stay where you are. But if you're like, I really feel like there's something else out there for me, it might be time just trying to take some steps into that. We're in an inflationary environment right now, and so it will feel like you don't have a lot of money. But if you really take care of your body, really take care of those kidneys, you might come up with some really creative ideas of things that you can do to keep yourself and your family afloat through these next 3 years. Not only just afloat, but making money that's going to help you to thrive and really survive in this environment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you need a magic wand, please stop by my website, JackieVanWieler.com. And as always, make sure you're signed up for my email so that you get these face maps delivered right to your inbox. Sorry, I just had to swallow there. And as always, we're just going to finish up by working this front side of the ear, either going up and down. And this is encouraging that lymphatic drainage through your face and neck. It's also in kind of securing that formula into your body, so your body's able to use it for longer and more effectively. And the ears have to do with the kidneys, which are probably your most important organ for your nervous system, your brain health, your wisdom, your intuition, all of those things that we need so much of right now. Those things help us deal with the stress in our lives, whether it be financial or work stress, relationship stress. All of those things kind of go together. So working around those ears and then giving your ears a little pull. It's going to help improve wisdom, courage, energy, brain power, creativity, all the things that the kidneys do for your body. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.